That's right, I'm about to teach you how to play every character in Apex Legends. Now, do note, I'm not claiming to be a pro Apex Legends player. I am just a guy who loves games, theory crafting, and helping other people get better. This is more of a video so you can learn from my mistakes and skip a lot of the learning process. And if you're an experienced player, hey, you can pick up a couple tips as well. So, let's get into it.
I respect Blood and honor the Allfather.
Bloodhound is a tracker with an incredible sense of direction, allowing you to spot footprints, slide marks, medkit usage, fart trails, pretty much everything your enemies do. Bloodhound can track it. If he can't find anything, he can also scan the area with his Q, marking nearby foes. But take heed, warrior, as it only marks where they were when the scan hit them, and they are more than likely to have moved since seeing the giant orange line go out. Surprisingly, Bloodborne has one of the better combat ultimates in the game, allowing you to run faster, see footprint trails marked in glowing red, and your enemies will also now glow red as well, which makes them really easy to pick out. When played as the point man, Bloodhound is very, very scary. Even more scary when paired with kill squads, who have the aim to back him up. Traversing the map, hunting down all who stand against them, is what pleases the Allfather. Also, if you want to please the Allfather yourself, like the video and subscribe.
Hey, try and move me. It'll be fun.
Girbraltar is an absolute unit, moving in with shields galore to give your team the HP edge. Aiming down sights will activate an arm shield that can absorb a few shots before it has to recharge. Take care though. When you're using it, it glows bright orange and can give away your position. You can also disable your arm shield so that way your cover isn't blown. Handy, right? But what happens when your cover is blown? I don't know, maybe you're just shooting at your teammates being an idiot. Well, probably a good idea to push Q. It will drop a dome shield around you. This is best used to limit what your enemy's engagement options are. If they have to push through a narrow gateway, dropping a shield and using it to watch that way can really hurt the enemy team's approach. Also, this is a great ability to get a clutch resin on your teammate if they're out in the open. Your ultimate calls in an airstrike. That's it. It's nothing flashy, but it's incredibly deadly. It doesn't last very long, but it can chunk out your foes, forcing them to retreat to buy time for your team to heal, or allow you to put pressure on the enemy team so you can close in for the cleanup. Lifeline is the utility master, and utilizing her to her full potential can lead to some easy wins. Her passive allows her to get her teammates up in sticky situations, putting up a shield in the direction that you are facing. So make sure, please, when you're playing Lifeline, do not face walls when you're rezzing your teammates. Don't do it. Please. Once you pick up your teammates, drop your little buddy bot to heal him right up. While he's slow, he gives that good juice to heal your friends so they don't have to use their HP items. He's slow, but he's effective. Her ultimate drops a care package. But that's it. 2 simple ults in a row. I know, right? You call in your own supply drop, but the catch is it has a really long cooldown. So ask your teammates for those ultimate stimulants whenever you get the chance, so you can get more loot.
Losing isn't fun. That's why I don't do it.
Pathfinder is the lovable rogue BM machine with a dream. And that dream is to fly on a zipline. That's right, we're starting out with his ultimate. Pressing Z shoots out a zipline, giving you the freedom to zip around the map. It's a simple ultimate that can be used aggressively, defensively, and just to get around the map easier. It's also one of the shortest cooldown ultimates in the game, so use it often. I mean, a lot. Just continuously use this thing. Likewise, his Q is on a relatively short cooldown, shooting out a grappling hook, allowing you to swing around like Tarzan at the jungle. Try using it to get better vantage points, to rush your enemies, or to catch up to your team because you fell behind looting. You know who you are. Pathfinder is a deceptively slippery little robot, so use this Mervin unit to slip around and attack from creative angles. If you want to zip around with me, tune in to Flying Walrus Man live on Twitch.
I don't fear anything. Can you say the same?
Wraith is the schizophrenic of the group, which explains a lot, mainly why every Wraith main always runs off on their own immediately. The only good thing about this though is it warns you when you're being aimed at, thus saving you and your teammates' lives pretty often from sniper fire. Wraith's Q is a panic button. Hit it to avoid getting shot at, but be warned, when you're phase shifting it's very hard to tell where your enemies are, but they can still see you because you're glowing blue. One of the best uses of phasing is combining it with your ultimate. Press Z once to place a portal. Then run a distance and place another portal. The portals will automatically link, allowing you to jump between them. When combined with phase shift, you can teleport your team out of really bad situations and get the drop on your enemies. This makes Wraith especially dangerous to deal with because she offers so much ability to her teammates, and it allows you to escape the ult of the next hero on the list.
No such thing as autoing, ladies.
Bangalore is more than just a clever pun. She's also smokingly beautiful. I'm sorry, all these puns are just rolling off the tongue like thunder. But not rolling off as fast as Bang can run while she's getting shot at. Her passive is simple, but it gets you out of danger in a pinch. Q can be used much more creatively. Pressing Q launches a smoke canister that will bounce around twice before settling in to release a vape cloud. Use this to cover your escape, res a teammate, make what you are moving too difficult to predict, juke your enemies, or even launch it into your foes and run. They will have to come out of the cloud to re-aim at you, which makes picking them off that much more easier as they come out of the smoke. This is a great tactic to use tandem with your ultimate, which fires a signal flare for a bombing run, leaving behind missiles that detonate after a short delay.
Life is meant to die. Accept your fates.
Caustic is the trap master of the Apex crew, loving nothing more than to bait his foes in with lovely images, and then showing his true identity when the time is right. As a Caustic, you're going to want to spam your traps in odd places that people wouldn't think to look. Because, well, they're pretty easy to spot. Alright, let's be honest. Try to predict where your enemies are going to want to run and eliminate that option with your Caustic traps. Also, you can just throw them into a choke point and fire at it to cut it off. Speaking of choking though, your ultimate does just that. Suffocate your foes with your love gas. After activating a canister, you lob it like a grenade to blanket an area with your passionate smog. You can see enemies trapped in all of your vape clouds, making it extremely useful to your teammates. How, you might ask? Well, you can shoot at them and ping at them to let them know where they are.
Anyone want to take me out? Come find me.
Mirage is a nimble character with a quick mouth and a larger-than-life ego.
Yeah, you lost this one, but it has nothing to do with your skills, 'cause, well, you don't have any, clearly.
Using your decoy is the ticket to success with this guy. It has a low cooldown, so don't be afraid to use it continuously over the course of a fight. Shoot it out one way from cover and run the other way. Or you could duck behind cover, leave a decoy peeking, and then peek the other angle. You could also use your decoy to peek for you in doorways, have it run in between cover to confuse your foes. The options with decoy are literally limitless. His ultimate is the definition of a panic button. Hit it to cloak yourself and leave behind a ton of decoys to confuse your opponents. Are you getting shot at? Ultimate. Are you getting outflanked? Ultimate. Do you want to flank? You guessed it. Ultimate. And that's it. Every character in Apex Legends. Now, this is just a simple guide to get you started on the basics of the game, but I would love to go more in depth with this game because there is so much to unpack here. If you'd like to see it, make sure to leave a comment down below. As always, I've been Flying Walrus Man. Take care.